Hey everyone, welcome to our channel Java Beam, and this is Satya. In this video I am going to explain you what are the new features in Java JDK 15 which has released recently on 15th September. It is a video about a glance at the features. We will go to high level and we'll see one example and real time how the new feature can be achieved. The first one is text blocks. We'll see what is exactly text blocks. A text block is a multi-line string literal. In general, in Java, how we write a string is in using double quotes. Text blocks are using a triple double quotes. We will write in between the quotes, so that is multiple lines of strings we can write inside a single block, so that we can avoid the need of most escape sequences. So if any double quote or any single quote anything, we can simply no need to keep the escape sequences, and we can avoid those and give developer control over the format when desired. This was a preview feature in Java 14 and now it is a permanent feature in Java language. We'll see one example in JDK 15. So text blocks, yeah, in JDK 14 and previous versions in Java we write multi-line strings. We'll write something like this. Every line starts with a double quote and ends with a double quote, something like this, and the subsequent lines we need to concatenate, and all those lines also starts and ends with double quote. If we skip any of this going to be a compilation issue, and in between if I want to keep any double quotes to highlight some string, that we can achieve only through escape sequences. This is making code clumsy. If I want to write a long mail format or any SQL queries, I still remember there are many SQL queries we were writing, and it's a lot of number of lines of code huge. And if I want to copy that SQL query into SQL editor, at that time I need to replace all the escape characters and double quotes and plus symbols, and then only I can use in SQL editor. And from SQL editor, if I want to paste into Java code, then again we need to follow all double quotes and concatenations. That was a big issue in JDK 15. That issue we got a solution. This is how we write block texts using a triple double quotes, and whatever you can write, we no need to follow any particular syntax. You can simply write any text, and here even you can keep double quotes wherever you want. You no need to keep any escape sequences. You can see. Let me run this program and you can understand how it is working fine. Yeah, see, this is working perfectly, this one. So this is how we use text blocks. This is resolving the problem of all unnecessary things which we are doing for multi-line strings. This we can avoid, and we can go with simply more cleaner code. Coming to the next feature, pattern matching for instance of operator. So we know how we write instance of operator. We will see with example how we can write pattern matching for instance of it. The use is improves the developer productivity and eliminate need of common boilerplate code. There is a multi-line boilerplate code which we repeatedly need to use when we use instance of operator, that we can avoid. We'll see example. Should allow more conscious type safe code, and it's a second preview. It was included in Java 14, and but it's not part of JDK, and still it is included in JDK 15 as a preview feature. Probably in future it will be a part of Java language. Let's see example. So pattern matching using instance of operator. Okay, so here is a main method. Here I am taking one object. Assume that this is, you are not aware what exactly this object is. This is a string I am giving for testing purpose, and in this method we are going to use the instance of operator. In JDK 14 and previous versions, how we write instance of operator is something like this. The object which we want to test what type of object it is, for that we use the instance of operator and we are testing what type it is. So here I'm checking for whether it is string or not. So obj, if it is string, I typecast to a string, then I use the string to check is empty or not, and if it is a string abc, then I print this is a desired one, this is expected input. This is my case. So here if you see, this line is redundant, or this line is a boilerplate code. In JDK 15 this we can remove. Here in instance of operator, here we can use a additional variable. What it will do is, instance of operator will check whether the object is of type given type. In this case, it's if it is a string, so it will go into this condition, right? So in before that it will assign that typecasted object into this variable, and this variable is available within this scope. So no need to typecast again. Here we can directly use a string, as Java itself for making us easy for us and giving the typecasted object. We can simply use this one and we can perform this operation. Here still even this code also we can move to remove unnecessaries. Something like this we can write with the help of a new feature, pattern matching with instance. So we can remove this line and still even this line. Yeah, this is how we can write. This is the pattern matching with instance operator. Coming to the next feature, records. Records is resolving the issue or solving the problem of immutable objects. Record improves the developer productivity by providing a compact syntax for declaring classes, which act as transparent carrier for immutable data. As of JDK 14, we don't have any specific way to write an immutable object. To maintain immutable objects, we know the way is we should not provide any setter methods, and only getter methods we have to provide, and all these things like a constructor, we have to maintain all these private variables we need to maintain. But with the record feature, we can overcome that issue and we can simply create records using the keyword record, so that objects are immutable. We cannot set the data and we can use that immutable object wherever it required. This is the second preview. It was introduced in JDK 14 as a preview, and it still continues as a preview for JDK 15 as well. Let's see example for record. Yeah, here is a record. How we can create record is using the keyword record. Like if you want to create interface, use the interface keyword. If you want to create a class, you use the type class, keyword class. Similar way, to create records, we have to use the record keyword. If you use the record keyword, the class is immutable and you no need to provide all variables and constructors, all these things you need to maintain. Java itself makes sure as it provide all features for us. It's similar to other objects, but it's an immutable object. When you use the record to create a class or type record, so this is the parameters will be passed as part of constructor. Let's see how we create object for record. This is how similar to normal Java objects. Using the new keyword, we'll create record object, and this data we will pass as part of constructor. You can observe one thing, uh, in general Java you have to create a constructor if you are providing arguments, but coming to the records you don't provide any constructor. You, as many as parameters you can pass here, and in a constructor allows us while creating instance. That is the one facility record is providing, and all the variables which are passing to record are immutable. The object itself is immutable, so we cannot set any data to these variables, and we can get the data from that object and the variable name. Similar to method calling, we can use this and we can call this variables and we can get the data. Let me run this one and you can see the output. This is JDK 15 enabled IDE. Okay, I have given one immutable assignment value, so that is not allowed as it is a immutable object. Let me run. Yeah, this is how immutable objects or record object works in JDK. It resolves the problem of creating immutable object manually using a class type. Using the record type, it's a new keyword introduced in JDK 15. Using this one we can create the records. So these records can be created at class level or method level or wherever you can create. So local records you can create, or at even here also at like other classes you can create a record test. Let's see how it is created. See, this is how we can create a record. And if you want to provide any arguments, string x something like, you can provide arguments. These are the passed as part of constructor. Okay, and coming to the next feature, sealed classes. Why we need sealed classes? Sealed classes, we can say these are restricted classes. Sealed classes improves the developer productivity by enhancing the Java programming with sealed classes and interfaces. Not only classes, we can also create interfaces using the sealed keyword, which allows the author of the class or interface to control which code is responsible for implementing it. Let's say you created a class called A, and in JDK 14 or previous versions, do you have any control on that class? Can you say which class can be extend this class or which class cannot extend your class? You don't have control on your class. Only control is you can specify the restrictions like access specifier, public or private or default. Using that you can restrict the scope, but you cannot restrict what are all classes can be implemented. But in JDK 15, using sealed keyword, non sealed keywords, you can specify which are all classes can be permitted to extend or implement your class or interface. So this allows author of class interface to control which code is responsible for implementing it, and it provides a more declarative way than access modifiers. Yeah, so while creating a class itself, you are providing restrictions that my class A only can be implemented by B and C, not other classes. Like that you can provide restriction, and this is a preview feature. Yeah, let's see example. So this is the sealed classes. Yeah, let's say I have a class A, I am declaring as a sealed class, so I have to use the keyword sealed. This is a new keyword you have to remember, and using this class keyword sealed you can declare a class, and here you can give what are classes. Those classes only can be implemented your class. Okay, so here meaning is you are giving permission to B and C, saying B and C can implement or extend A. So here B can extend A and C can extend A. Let's say you are creating the class C1 and extends A. Is this possible? No. C1 cannot extend A because here you didn't give any permission to C1. If you give permission to C1, this is allowed. Now in this case, C1 can be a sealed class or non-sealed class. Sealed class means you have to give permission to others. If it is non-sealed, anyone can extend this class. Like this you have to write and extend C. So this is C1 is capital. This is how you have to write. So hope you understood the concept of sealed classes. Let's say I am explaining one more time to avoid the confusion. Let's say class A you want to declare as a sealed, means you want to provide a restriction of sealing your class. You are restricting your class to be implemented by other classes. In this case, I have restricting my class to be implemented from B and C and C1. So in whole universe of Java, only B, C and C1 can implement A. Other than B, C, C1, none of the classes in Java world can extend A. That is the meaning of sealed class. And if let's say B is extending A, because A has given permission to B with the permit keyword, permits. So B is extending A here. So now B can be a sealed class or non-sealed class or final class. Sealed class means that is also restricted class. Non-sealed means there is no restriction. Anybody can extend my class and inherit the behavior. And final means that cannot be inherited. So extended classes can be sealed or non-sealed or final. Hope you understood the concept clearly. And the sealed behavior is simple. While creating the class itself, you are giving the restrictions or permission to few of your classes, so that it's a declarative way to say only some of the classes can be extending my behavior and can reuse my behavior. That is the sealed classes and sealed interfaces. Next, foreign memory access API. This is a good feature. It's internal. Let's see, this is providing one API, and using that API allow Java programs to safely and effectively access foreign memory outside of the Java heap. As of now, if you create any Java program, that program, if it create any object or anything, it going to the heap memory. So everything goes to heap. Only static variable goes to stack and every object goes to heap. But in JDK 15 it is providing one API so that you can effectively access foreign memory outside of the heap. That is one of the good feature in Java internals. And cryptographic signature. This is if you are using any cryptographic signatures, this will be used. This is Edwards Karr digital signature algorithm has been implemented. This feature improves the security and performance by implementing cryptographic signature using the Edwards Karr digital signature algorithm, EDDSA. Yeah, coming to the garbage collector. Yeah, here is Shenandoah, a low pass time garbage collector implementation. A new garbage collection algorithm named Shenandoah, which reduces the garbage collection pass time by doing evacuation work concurrently with the running Java threads. So this improves the garbage collection performance, which is implementing Shenandoah algorithm. Yeah, and these are the deprecated APIs. So disable and deprecated bias logging, this has been deprecated, and RMI activation is it is going to be removed in JDK 15. It is also deprecated, and Nashroom JavaScript engine, that is also deprecated, and Solaris and Spark ports those are also deprecated, so those are also going to be removed from JDK 15. Yeah, these are the deprecated APIs. Yeah, yeah, that's all on JDK 15 or Java 15 new features and enhancements and deprecated APIs. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and please do subscribe my channel to get the latest updates. If you want to know about any concepts or functionalities from Java or Spring Boot or Spring MVC or any Struts or Hibernate or Python language, you can provide your comments so that I can revert back to you. Yeah. Thank you. Signing off.